Yes. All right, I'm live. I had some friends request that I do some voter turnout analysis for Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. So what I'm going to do is voter turnout analysis for Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. This is a live stream. This is not a polished product. In fact, this is kind of me documenting my process for finding data and then exploring data. And I'm limiting myself to using Google Spreadsheets because I want this to be accessible to basically everyone. I don't want you to have to install special software or require a license for special software like Microsoft Excel or Office or something like that. Um, I want to use data that's publicly available, and I want to be able to process that data using software that you can have right in your browser that you don't have to download or anything like that. So all you really need is a Google account, which I assume most people have. So with that said, I'm going to search first for Wisconsin voter turnout data, and I'm going to hope to find a spreadsheet. If I cannot find a spreadsheet, if it's locked up in a PDF, I'm going to move on to Pennsylvania data. And if I can't find Pennsylvania data that is in a spreadsheet, like if it's also locked up in a PDF, then I'm probably just going to cut the stream short because, I don't want to bother trying to work through a PDF. I'll go back to the drawing board. All right, so let's start with Wisconsin. Oh, yes, before I do that, let's open up a new Google spreadsheet. And a great way to do that, nice tip I recently learned, is if you're signed into your Google account and you type sheet.new and you press enter, it will open up a brand new Google Sheet just for you. So this will be Wisconsin and Pennsylvania election turnout data exploration. Right? So you can tell I'm improvising here off the cuff. Okay, now that we have that, let's go and try to find some information for Wisconsin. So I'm going to type in Wisconsin Secretary of State. Always start with Secretary of State election results. You can get them from the news and so on, but the news is getting their data from the Secretary of State. So I want to go direct to the data source, as direct as I possibly can. Electionswi.gov, good. Gov website, that's where you want to be. Click on this. Here we go. So it takes us to this page, 2020 fall partisan primary results. That means the Democratic and the Republican Party primary. But this is not the general election results. Statewide percentage results .pdf, boo. All of this is PDF. Oh, no, look, there's XLS, good. Excel, PDF, Excel. Okay, so they're giving us a choice, which is good. I want to see if I can find more elections results, all election results. No, so they don't have the November elections. Let's put a bookmark here and let's just go to the home page. Presidential recount page. 2020 Wisconsin election information, general and presidential election November 3rd. Here's information about the recount. Let's see what they have here though. Okay. General election, even numbered Wisconsin state Senate seats. Okay, because yes, Senate's every other year. All Wisconsin Assembly and all district attorneys. Information about the partisan primary. We'll get to that later, but right now let's see what we can get for the general. County canvas spreadsheet. I'm just trying to figure out what this means. Referendums, polling locations, candidates on ballots. PDFs, Kanye West response. Okay, so I mean they're very thorough here. So I just want to find just the results. Registered write-ins, tracking report. Let's just go for this. I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to so now I'm going to go to my spreadsheet. I'm going to import what I just downloaded. Okay, import data. Well, I mean, that's not really too useful. It's the county and then the date that they were certified. So not not the most useful bit of information. All right, let's go back. Wisconsin. Click here for official election results. Okay. Okay, it looks like the best we're going to get is the 2020 fall partisan primary results. I don't know that the general results are going to be here. Representative state. Oh, so they've broken it down by race. They don't have it all. Every state arranges their information differently. There's no uniform way across the state. So anytime I want to do a bit of analysis like this, or anyone wants to, they have to go through the maze of information on the state's website. So that the best they can give us is this. Voting recount, maybe? I'm just clicking around trying to find PDF, general election recount, Excel. So 1122, 1123, 1124, 11. Oh, okay, so here's all the recounts. Let's go to the most recent recount. I'll save this. And then I'll import it. General election recount. And let's see what we have. Maybe it's something we can use. All right, this looks kind of interesting. Let me do this, get rid of this, maximize the screen so that we can fit as much of this information on here as possible. All right, what do we have? County, municipality, reporting units. So Dane County has all these municipalities, and looks like some municipalities have multiple wards. Right, wards 1, 2, 3, 4 for Cross Plains and Dane County. So very, very specific data. I'm guessing these wards are all grouped together because they don't have like ward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a single one. They group them. Great. And then original election results and the recounted election results. So this is exciting. Okay. Vote count change due to recount. I don't even have to compute that. It's already done for me. That's nice. And it's a formula, so I can backtrace the formula. You can hear me getting excited here because this is good. This is, you know, less work that I have to do. Okay. Vote count change due to recount will show inconclusive until recount results are entered. Right. Okay. And all the way at the end, it says here, percentage change due to recount, no change until recount results are entered. So teeny tiny little fractions of a percent of change. This is almost 1% in this particular ward, but that could just be, wards are very, very small, right? So for Donald Trump, he originally had 302. They did the recount and he had 299. Biden had 778 originally, and that went down to 773, right? No change for the Libertarian candidate, right? Okay, so that's how we read this chart. Neat. Okay, so we have that information. I guess one of the things we could do is conditional formatting to kind of visually highlight color scale and do color scale like this. Minimum value in green, the percentile, that's the median, or I'm sorry, mean, 50th percentile is the middle, is yellow, and then the max is red. Click done. Let's see what we got. Everything's yellow. I'll bet at the bottom they have some large number. No. Oh, no, no totals or anything. Okay. So a couple of reds. Oh, right. Okay, so this this value throws off the whole thing because everything's some small fraction of a percent, and because of this 100, it just throws it all off. Let's see what that is. That's for Brian Carroll and Amar Patel, right? So 2 votes. I bet originally they had no votes. No, okay, so originally they had 2 votes. They did the recount. They had 4 votes. They doubled their votes. God bless them. They gained 2, but that's a 100% increase. And because of that, the rest of these are going to be all thrown off. So in my conditional formatting, what I might do is go to this color scale. I'm going to do like in the percentile, call it like 90th percentile. Just do a number. So like 0.5, right, gets a red. Anything over 0.5 gets a red. So there you can see there's 16%, something changed by 16%. So these percentages are really small, which indicates that, the original results were about accurate. No great dramatic changes. 12%, 3%. This one is, went down by 100% for Don Blankenship and William Mower. They lost 1 vote in the recount, and yeah, so they started out with 1 vote for Don Blankenship. They did a recount, and they found out there was actually 0 votes, right? So that's why you have that minus 100%. But most of these are pretty small time votes. Okay, so let's do this. Let's look at the actual vote change and do the same sort of conditional formatting. Color scale, green to yellow to red, minimum value green, maximum value red, and the percentile median is 50, right? Median 50 percentile. Okay, okay. So now we can scroll through this, and that'll give us a little bit better idea, right? And again, not a lot. Like that's barely like in the green. That's in the red. That's down 3. That's up 2, 4. Here's one where that changed by 28, right? But when we look at what 28 votes means, that's minus 1.46%. So not a whole lot. So after the recount, 1,895. Before the recount, 1,923. So, I'm looking at this, and in my opinion, there's really nothing to write home about at this point. It's just standard kind of accounting errors when you've got thousands of votes and you're counting them by hand. 1 or 2 will get misplaced because it's being done by human beings. Human beings are imperfect counting machines. Okay, so that's that. what would be great is if I had a list of how many registered voters are in each county, municipality, and ward, because then I could do voter turnout numbers, right? Which is what I'd really like to do. I'd really like to do voter turnout numbers. Let's see how many wards are being counted up here. $731 for Wisconsin. 731 total reporting units. Well, slightly less, 729, because I've got to subtract these two rows. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So what I want to do now is I want to see, wow, there's so many updates. We're not going to get into all that. I just want the data. Let's go to the statistics page. Usually statistics is where they keep, oh, well, right here we go. Voter turnout, partisan to nonpartisan, through August 2020. Okay, this looks promising. General election voter registration. So you've got, this is what I wanted to look at. General election and the partisan and nonpartisan primaries. But this general only goes up to 2016, and the primaries only goes up to August 2020. November voter registration statistics. If I click this, by county, by municipality, by ward. That's exactly what I was looking for. Okay. Let's go back and look at these municipalities. City of West. Yeah, okay. So I could try to map that. Okay, let's do it by ward. Let's see what this looks like. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to import that data. Upload. By ward. Okay. It's uploading. Insert new sheet. Import the data. Let's see if this is anything. Aha, voter count. Looks like there's a bunch of hidden sheets. That's it. There's nothing beyond E. E and F. Doesn't look to be anything here. $6,079 wards. Oh, look at this. Okay. Okay, I see what's happening. Okay, so this information, there we go. This information won't map perfectly because look at, let me rename this. This is November 29 recount. For some of these counties, you've got grouped Ward 15A and Ward 15B for Milwaukee, right? And all the way at the top, you had Albion Wards 1 and 2, Barry Wards 1 and 2. And when we look here, it just gives you Ward 1, Ward 2, Ward 3. They're not splitting up the wards. Yeah. So that's going to be challenging because I don't know of any quick way off the top of my head to group these wards together. And there's 6,000 of them, but in this recount data, that 6,000 is compressed to 729 wards. Okay, so that won't work. But what I can do is go by municipality. So let's go back let's get registered voters by municipality, and we'll do the next best thing. File, import, upload by municipality as a new sheet. Now again, if I can do this right, we're going to map how many registered voters are in each municipality. Aha. Okay, I see. H-I-N-D-I. Ooh, holy night. Oh no. Oh no. Do you see this? Sheet 70, 71, 68. What I've done. Oh my. Okay. So for each of the municipalities, Ashland County, Barron County, Polk County. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's like 70 something counties. And it tells you by the county how many registered voters there are. The problem is I can't, in any easy way, map the sum total, well, by the municipalities. Yeah, gosh darn it. All right, let's go for county then. This might be our last saving grace to make it as easy as possible. You know, I'm looking for the lazy way out here. By county, insert new sheet. Okay. Okay, so I can get some sort of stats out of this. All right, let's go to the November 29 recount. And let's do, I'm going to want the recounted results, but there's going to be some blank rows in this, so we're going to lose some data. But it is the most up-to-date data. It doesn't look like there's too many blank rows, 5 or 6. So I'm okay with that. All right, let me copy this entire thing to a new sheet. Sheet 73. Let's rename it to 2020 General. Okay. And I'm just going to paste it. Oh, right, the formatting on this is going to be whatever. I'm going to leave that be for the time being. Make this a little taller. There you go. I'm not going to go through the trouble of trying to format every little thing. Okay, November 29 recount, and then I want the county. Right, that's what I'm after. Copy that. I'm going to put this here. Oops. There we go. Okay. So now we've got the county. We're losing that word data. However, we can work around that. Let's have the magic happen. So I'm going to want to I'm going to want to sum up like the total number of votes per county. But first, I'm going to want to put in another column like the registered voters. And that's registered voters by county. Okay. So here's how we do that. Let's do equals match this name with one of those, and I want it to be an exact match. Boo. Match this with registered voters C1 to C73. C1 to C73. Now why isn't it Dane County? Are there spaces? Are there trailing spaces? Are there prefix spaces? Don't know why it's not matching. Dane County. Let me see if this has. Oh, the pain. Do you see this? All right, so what I got to do is I have to tell Google Sheets, wherever you see that, let's do search and replace. It's not matching because of the spaces. I think it's like some weird tab character or something like that. So I have to replace whatever that weird space is with a regular space and replace all. Replace 1,458 instances. Okay. That's 729 times 2. Done. Does it still match? Could not find Dane County. Get out of town. Oh, right. I don't want that trailing. Oh, man. It's because of this trailing space. If I get rid of that. There it is. Yep. Okay. Can I use regular expressions in this? Find and replace. Oh, search using regular expressions. Okay. So I'm going to look for, what am I looking for? The first group is going to be A through Z. And the second group is going to be a space. And I want to replace that with the first group, leaving the second group alone. I think what that's going to do is just remove all the spaces. Oh man, well, gosh darn it. Let's do replace all and see what we get. Yep, it removed all the spaces. It removed all of the spaces. All of them. Which I guess like is not the biggest deal when we're doing this kind of analysis. It's just a real hassle. Whoa. Only Dane and Milwaukee? Get out of here. What? November 29 recount? Don't tell me there's only 2 counties in Wisconsin. What am I looking at? Milwaukee. And Dane. Oh, because they only did recounts for Dane and Milwaukee County. So those are the only 2 counties we're looking at. Just realizing this now. Some of the pitfalls of data analysis. All right. That's a hassle. So we only looked at Dane and Milwaukee County. At least Dane is a big county, one of the biggest. How big is Milwaukee County? Also large. Looks like two of the largest ones. At least they were two of the largest ones. But still, okay, so we don't even have all the counties in this recount. We only have two of them. All right. So I guess I could just go back here and I don't even need to use regular expressions. I could just say replace Dane County with Dane County and Milwaukee County with Milwaukee County. And then go to this. Nope, sorry, no, 29 general. Another problem arises. Oh, I see. Okay, look at this. C1 to C73. I move down, and then it goes from C2 to C74, and then C3 to C75. So what I need to do is just absolute references with dollar signs, and then fill this down, or carry it down, all the way down. Of course, there are better ways of doing this, but we're more than halfway there right now, so I guess we'll just keep going. My. All right, there we go. Okay, good. Now, you might be saying, 14 and whatever it was, 42 is not the registered voters. No, it's not. This is only half the formula. I've matched the position. What I need to do now is match the actual number of registered voters. So that's where the index portion is going to come in. I want to index number of registered voters. That and then, so what's this? This is D1 through D74 on the registered voters by county. All right, that's how you want to play. Okay, so D1 to D73. But again, I have to use dollar signs like this. And that, oh, yeah, there it is. That's it. That's the number of registered voters. And I realized I didn't even have to use that formula. I just could have copied it the whole way down. Because there's only two counties. So I kind of just wasted my time killing a fly with a cannon, so to speak. Okay, but that's great. So now I've got some information that I can work with. So now we can do data, pivot table, create. For my columns, I'm sorry, for my rows, I want the counties, only two. For, you know what, let's make these the columns. And let's make these the candidates. Nope, that doesn't do it. No. I don't want the sum, I want the average. And I don't want any totals, don't need them. So now I want a table where I have the counties and the turnout for each county, which I could compute directly from here. Well, I'm gonna have to cut this short because I gotta go make dinner and I have to make a phone call at 5. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry, I haven't even been looking at the comments. I doubt there's anyone really watching. Okay, so we got a couple people watching. Yeah, yeah, I see you guys were watching. So I'm gonna be calling off the live stream at this time. I gotta get going. So I hope it was enjoyable. I'm gonna play around with this a little bit more on my own time and then share the results because right now it's just really not a lot of results. But that's your information for Wisconsin, and I hope you all have a great day.